What's up, rock stars? It's Rocks with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. Alright, you guys, this is going to be a short top of the blog because really, I don't have much to talk about. One thing we will talk about today for sure is what is going on in my hometown. Los Angeles is being attacked by these firestorms. So anybody who is from Los Angeles or from that area would know that the Santa Ana winds kick up every year and they wreak havoc on the areas that usually have the most brush. And that is because in California, you guys know that there is a drought, and where the brush is plentiful, it dries up and it is highly susceptible to any spark that might come across it. I'm not quite sure how these fires got started. However, what makes these fires a little bit more unique than just our normal brush fires that happen, like in the Malibu area and things like that, is it has now traveled down into more populated and city-like areas, and that has definitely caused some concern. You guys have been watching on the news on CNN, and if you're from that area, all of the local news, I'm sure, is reporting how it has traveled down into the Hollywood area, over there in the Westwood area. The Getty Museum is in danger. I'm sure they are fighting like crazy to make sure that museum is not burned down. But yeah, it doesn't normally happen in those areas because, well, I'm sure there's still more brush in that Sepulveda Pass. It's like I want to say maybe about a 6-mile long canyon that you wind through going from the city of Los Angeles out to the valley. So in that area, it's a lot of mountains, but it is getting, worrisomely close to Westwood area, Hollywood area. I think they said that it already has burned some homes down in Bel Air. We know it was in Ventura, Silmar, and Santa Clarita, close to Magic Mountain, Six Flags, if you're familiar with that area. So it's a whole lot. And when you see the visuals of the fire, it is actually kind of terrifying. They said as of last night anyway, there was 5% containment of the fire. Oh, my husband is calling right in the middle of my video. Hold on, y'all. I'm back, you guys. What was I saying? I think I was at the point where I was saying that the fire was at 5% containment last night. And I'm hoping that they will get a bigger handle on this fire. 5% is not really much control of the fire. And with the winds somewhere between 50 and 70 miles per hour, you guys know that, flying embers that are being blown around can kind of travel anywhere and make that 5% quickly go down to zero again. So they're evacuating the areas, and a lot of people worried about losing their homes and losing everything in it. So our prayers are up for the people that are in the areas affected. I have, guys know my best friend Debbie that I always talk about. Debbie's mother and father lives in Santa Clarita. So far they haven't had any they haven't had any burning down in their area, but like I said, it's just if that wind decides to change direction and blow somewhere else, it could very easily make it back up to them. So prayers out to everybody, all of the rock stars out there affected, family members, friends, anybody. I am really hoping they get control of it. And also special prayers up to the firefighters that are dealing with this battle. Them firefighters on the West Coast have been having it this year. Okay, we already know they had, all of Napa Valley had been burned down. And I think that is the concern. They don't really want to send all their firefighters everywhere because they just don't know what might happen next. Like I said, it doesn't normally hit this close to LA City. So I guess everybody is just kind of playing it by ear and seeing, where they believe it might hit next and trying to be proactive in it. But we'll keep our eye on it. Hold your head up out there, West Coast. Y'all know that's my home. Okay, we're resilient. We'll bounce back. But damn, we ain't trying to lose everything in the process. You guys, so I was really surprised at how many people was asking me to talk about Atlanta's new mayor, Keisha LanceBottoms. I don't normally talk about, Atlanta specific things, otherwise, other than when I'm talking about reality shows. But on top of the blogs, people are asking me, but I'm like, I have viewers everywhere. So nobody really cares about what's going on in Atlanta. But I guess because a lot of celebrities were pushing for Keisha to win this mayoral race, That is why so many of you guys know about it and want to know more about Keisha LanceBottoms. I will admit I don't know much about her. I didn't know anything about her until she came up in this election. Actually, her name was in the ballot back in November when we had election day, and then she and Mary Norwood, who is a white woman who was running against her, they were facing off in another vote just this past Tuesday. So yeah, like I said, celebrities were endorsing her. The current mayor, Kasim Reed, was, crazy push for her to become this mayor. And I saw many people also endorsing her. And I was surprised that Shirley Franklin, who was the mayor here when I first moved here to Atlanta in 2004, I was surprised that she was not endorsing Keisha LanceBottoms, and that instead she was endorsing Mary Norwood. Still not quite sure what that was about. I've heard certain stories about Mary Norwood and Keisha LanceBottoms, not necessarily the most glowing. Don't know if there's any truth or truth to the stories that I've heard, so I'm just not going to even share it. I didn't really do any research on it. But even with all of that going around, Keisha LanceBottoms was elected the new mayor for Atlanta. Now, she is a lawyer. She is a former judge. She sits on a lot of boards here in Atlanta. They say that she's very active in the public safety coalitions out here in Atlanta. So she's made a name for herself, even is a Delta. But as far as her political platform, I don't know much about it. Don't know much about Mary Norwood's either. It seemed to be a popularity contest. And if I was really just keeping it 100 with you guys, with Atlanta being a black city, you knew that the powers that be did not want to hand over the reins to a little old white woman. And so they were ensuring that they were going to keep a black person in that office. And thus Keisha LanceBottoms was the one that took the prize. So the runoff was really close. They say that Keisha LanceBottoms won by less than 1% of the vote. Something like 700 votes is what made her the victor. And because she was so close to Mary Norwood in votes, Mary Norwood, of course, has demanded a recount, which is normal. I would ask for a recount if I was in her same shoes too. But Keisha Bottoms does not expect for the recount to turn up any differently. The recount is expected to happen this Saturday. And if all goes as planned, Keisha LanceBottoms will be the new mayor of Atlanta. So congratulations to her. If you guys live in Atlanta, you guys let me know what you know about Keisha Bottoms, okay? I guess I didn't know much about Kasim Reed either. I don't live in Atlanta, so I was not involved in that vote. But, still people around in the surrounding areas still kind of consider Atlanta being, Kasim being the mayor, their own mayor. So yeah, congratulations to her. We'll see if she lasts as the mayor as long as Kasim did, because Kasim has been the mayor since, I think he's been there, 8 years, 10 years, something like that. I didn't even realize you could stay that long as a mayor. You really shouldn't be able to stay that long, but because anytime you stay in a position of power too long, then you start to get greedy and shit just start to fall apart, in my opinion. So get in, get out, less possibility for corruption. But all in all, fist pump of righteousness for, Atlanta's new female mayor. Black girl magic happening in full effect. Very proud of Keisha LanceBottoms, Atlanta's new mayor. And while we are passing out congratulations are also in order for Colin Kaepernick. Okay, he won the Muhammad Ali Legacy Awards at the 2017 Sports Illustrated Awards a few nights ago. And we all know Colin Kaepernick's story. I believe it was very appropriate and befitting that he was able to win this award. Sure, Colin Kaepernick is not Muhammad Ali. He is not as enigmatic as Muhammad Ali was. I think Colin Kaepernick is more of the shy and reserved type, doesn't necessarily like the spotlight, much different from Muhammad Ali. However, I think we all can agree that much like how Muhammad Ali was not the favorite back in the day, many people looked at him as a traitor and not standing up for his country to go and fight in Vietnam War and, instead choose to go to jail. Although the situations the circumstances are different. Colin Kaepernick obviously does not face jail. However, Colin Kaepernick's career has been put on the line and actually snuffed out. His ability to make money has been pretty much null and void as far as him playing football. Of course, he has other things that he can make money from. But I'm sure he didn't imagine that he would be in this position today. Yet here we are. I believe that much like Muhammad Ali was treated back in the day compared to how he was looked at when he died, I believe Colin Kaepernick has that same future in store for him. You know, it gets greater later, my dad always says. So, yes, Colin Kaepernick did win the award. I thought it was very cute that they had Beyonce Knowles Carter give him his award. It was very cute. People tell me that Beyonce is his secret crush. I was like, fuck, Beyonce is everybody's secret crush. I don't even know if that's a secret anymore. But yeah, he was smiling. He was so happy to see her there, you know, so he was able to, you know, get a little brush up against her and get that award from her, and good for him. Sure enough, because we had to have one show of ignorance, your girl Tomi Lahren, she had to tweet, "Police hating Beyonce presents police in America hating Cappy with a legacy award. This is how far we've fallen." Wow. You know, it didn't take long for the Beehive to come after that ass, all right? And of course, It's Rock's channel wouldn't be the same if I didn't have a little cup for the white people tears. Oh, it's a white people tears, y'all. We put a little white people tears in here for Tomi Lahren. We don't give a fuck about what Tomi Lahren thinks. I don't really care what anybody thinks about Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick has a big fight ahead of him. However, it's important. And for him to put all of his life on the line like he has, nothing but love for him. Sure enough, he did deserve that award. Congratulations to Colin Kaepernick for the Muhammad Ali Legacy Award. Alright, you guys, so the Escape tour is well on its way, and I've heard very great things about it. I haven't heard any bad reviews. Don't hear too much about June's Diary and Zanique. But sometimes no news is good news. If you ain't heard it that they are just terrible, then that means they are doing well enough, okay? But of course, the main people that are on the tour, we haven't heard anything bad. And of course, Escape being the major attraction. Good for them. You know, somebody told me in my comments, they were like, I know you hate Escape, or you don't like Escape. And I was just like, why do you guys think that I don't like Escape? Because I never said I don't like Escape. I said that I don't need a reunion. You know, I'm not checking for an album from Escape. But yeah, I used to love Escape back in the day. I mean, you know, I had their albums, all of their albums. And, you know, I used to listen to them. Yeah, their shit banged back in the day. So I was like, oh, I hate when people, you know, I ain't really trying to make it seem like I'm hating on them or nothing, y'all. I didn't feel that I needed them to come out with this reunion. But now that they have, good for them. We all been seeing the videos, and poor little Tamika. I was like, child, it happened to the best of them. Y'all remember when Madonna was like, my throat, my throat. They had to yank that damn Madonna off that damn stage. It almost happened with Tamika round about the kneecaps. Child, they tried to pull that shit off of her, and it caught up on her feet and yanked her ankles up underneath from under her. But I was just like, it's okay, girl, because you jumped right back up. I said, that's the spirit, girl. Yeah, like I said, I haven't heard anything bad about the reunion. I mean, the tour that they're on, and good for them. Seems that Escape has hired Vince Herbert as their manager. Vince has been busy, you guys. Remy Ma just recently hired him as her manager, and now we have Escape. We know that Vince was very, you know, crucial in helping Lady Gaga get to the point that she was at. You know that he was also very important in Tamar Braxton's career. I think he was also with, what was them boys' names? Was it Mindless Behavior? I think that's the name of them boys. So yeah, he definitely has the skill, and Escape said that they knew that he could handle the job, and they were happy with the job that he had done with other people, so now they're looking for him to help their careers in the very same way. So they're excited about him being their manager. And to kick off this new venture, they just released a new song called Dream Killer. And you know, it's cute. It's a slow little ditty. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So if they're able to pull off an album, and you know this reunion really works out for them, I'm here for it. I'm happy for them. You guys know Escape is just 3 now. Okay, remember Candy said that she couldn't be bothered. She had better things to do. She had mentioned on Watch What Happens Live that she was going to be on Broadway, but didn't say anything else about it. I was wondering what that was about, and now they have announced that Candy will be going to Broadway to play Mama Morton in the play Chicago. That's right, you guys. She's following in the footsteps of Sofia Vergara, Chandra Wilson from Grey's Anatomy, even your girl Nene Leakes. And of course, Queen Latifah, who played Mama Morton in the actual movie. Now we have Candy Burris out there, okay, lending her Billy Goat Gruff register to the Great White Way. I'm happy for Candy. Candy's voice is an acquired taste, only because she has that 1,000-mile-per-hour vibrato. But I think Candy has a strong enough voice, and you know what? If they want the girl to come out there and put her talents to the stage, then why not? I was like, bitch, we're gonna have many fist pumps of righteousness today. This time for Candy. Black girl magic in effect. Not too bad from somebody from the SWATs, right? I don't know if she ever thought that she would be on Broadway, but this is something to definitely be proud of. Her run on Broadway will be from January 15th to March 11th. Any of you guys who are interested in seeing Candy on the stage, those are the dates to get your tickets for, all right? How many of you guys are clamoring to get to see Candy as Mama Morton? Leave your comments. You guys, so the Migos. Evidently, the Migos are still mad at Joe Budden for what happened on Everyday Struggle. That is the podcast show that Joe Budden does with academics and the other girl. If you guys remember, Joe was simply asking why had Takeoff been taken off of Bad and Bougie. And you guys know the video that went viral where Takeoff was trying to say, does it look like I was taken off Bad and Bougie? And there was a scuffle. Not necessarily were they able to get to Joe Budden the way they wanted to, but evidently they have still had a little bug up their ass. Okay, so now we have a mixtape. Y'all be patient with me, because y'all know I don't know shit about this. This was definitely just me researching. There's a mixtape coming out. It's off of the Quality Control compilation mixtape that's called Control the Streets Volume 1. Okay, and the name of the song is I didn't get the song. But in the song, Quavo was taking a shot at Joe Budden. Calls him a pussy. Okay, calls him a hater. And when Joe Budden found out about it, Joe was like, oh, Quavo wants smoke. Kind of laughed it off, in the way that Joe Budden can be. And then he said, you know what, Quavo, I am your rap OG. Okay, you respect me as such. Kind of sunning him. But that's what's going on there. Okay, I guess this is a little beef. I don't expect Joe Budden to be trying to lash back out on him. Not lyrically anyway. Probably he'll talk about it on his show. But anyway, as far as this mixtape, Control the Streets Volume 1, it will be coming out this Friday, December 8th. And while we're talking about the Migos, let's talk about the video, the visuals for Motorsport. First of all, I'll say that I don't like the song. I just don't like the song. I'm not a super Migos fan because all their music sounds the same to me. And it's just it's like mundane to me. But that's what the kids like now, so it's fine. As a matter of fact, I really only think the women's parts in that song is what makes it. I could have done without the Migos altogether, but I get what they were trying to do. The visuals came out last night, evidently, while I was asleep, because this morning it was all over Instagram. And while I don't like the song, the video is hot. I was just like, y'all did that. First, when I saw Cardi B, and I said, oh, that's that little Puma outfit I remember seeing in Rihanna's fashion show. It wasn't her outfit, actually, but it was the boots that she has on. But that same green and black and white and gray, if you guys remember seeing Rihanna wear that stuff, whoever the designer did the outfit kind of had that same look. But Nicki Minaj's part, I don't care how much you can hate on Nicki Minaj, that bitch looked good in that video. I was like, now see, this is, if we could just get some music out of Nicki Minaj, this is what I'm talking about right here, this look. Oh, she looks great. That pink hair, I'm gonna blame Nicki right now because there's gonna be all types of bitches out there with the wrong color pink braids going all the way down to their ankles. That pink was beautiful. Her makeup was beautiful. Her outfit was so nice. She looked great. Okay, she had that confidence about her. She knew she looked good. And yeah, I was just like, yeah, you did that. And she needed to do that because all of the controversy that surrounds this song, definitely. You know, y'all know I love Cardi. I like Nicki as well. I said, girl, you did that, bitch. Oh, y'all, if I didn't have these old struggly ass edges, I might even have tried it. Not pink, though. But, oh, I tell you, I was that them braids. I was just like her, yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I just, come on, Nicki. Now, we got the momentum. It's back on your side again. Come on with the album. Barbs out there. Y'all let me know because I keep on asking y'all when this album coming and y'all ain't telling me. Just let me know when Nicki is fixing to drop. Right now would be great though because we was feeling that look, weren't you? Quickies, child. We at the Quickies already. Told y'all it wasn't much. Ray J. He posted on IG yesterday that he was in final talks for the co-host seat on The Real. And everybody was like, oh my God, they gonna put Ray J on there? Doesn't that change the whole dynamics of the show? It was always supposed to be the views of the women, you know, the women giving it to you, The Real, you know. So it was kind of a little bit of a clamor to the point where Lonnie Love had to go on and shoot it down real quick and said, look, I talked to the executive producers and they said they have no plans on hiring Ray J as a co-host. So Ray J was just trolling that ass, okay. I guess he just wanted a little excitement around his name. No, he will not be the co-host on The Real. The fake sign language lady, y'all. I meant to get the fucking information and I didn't, okay. But I'm sure you guys saw the video of old girl just up there, you know, just hey, you know, doing all of this. I said, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Y'all remember when the man did that at the... What was that funeral for? Was it for Nelson Mandela? And Barack Obama was speaking at the funeral, and they had that man this close to Barack Obama, and he was up there just you know, doing all of this and all of this. I said, child, you ain't doing nothing but landing the airplane. How do these people get up there and just be completely not knowing what they doing? On TV and everything. I'm gonna need to see some damn credentials before you just be throwing folks up there, throwing their hands around, doing the bankhead bounce and whatnot. I don't even know what it was for, you guys, but we just had to talk about it because I was just like, girl, you is really trying it. And lastly, people wanted me to comment about Tamar saying that, you know, that lingo that she always talks about, have a stadium of seats, if that was her own lingo or if it was stolen from the gay culture. You guys already know. We don't even have to talk about it. Okay, of course she stole that. As far as have a seat is concerned, I can specifically remember when Mikhail started saying that. Okay, and that quickly picked up. Tamar did take it, and because Tamar is, you know, Tamar and has millions of people watching her on TV and listening to her music, she was able to absorb it. We all know where it came from as far as the YouTube community is concerned. Those who are not on the YouTube community would not know, and that's why she was able to say it comfortably, because she knows that not as many people watch YouTube as they watch TV. So there you have it. But yeah, that's not her lingo, but you guys already knew that. You guys, that's it. My stomach, it ain't right. It ain't been right all day today. I'm trying to get through this and get my ass on back to work, you guys. We do this every single week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.